attracting and retaining people for your business is not running ads. It's not paying more money necessarily. Those are tactics, but these are some strategies I talk about. The first one is build your damn brand. 90% of the people that hear my voice when I share this stuff, you are lazy when it comes to building your brand. I'm sorry to say it that way. Actually, no, I'm not sorry to say it that way. You're being lazy. You know what to do and you refuse to do it. You have to build a brand. You're too damn cheap in your marketing and your advertising. You're not committed to making a 50% gross profit or better. So then you don't have any money to pay yourself and market the business and reinvest into your team and all these other things. And I'll tell you right now, look at Starbucks, look at Google, look at Apple. You think those people have a hard time finding or attracting people? No. Why? Because they have a brand, okay? When you have a brand that people see trucks and yard signs and social media posts and you're sponsoring community events and your content is all over and you're on the local news channel because you're such a in your industry that they need a morning segment and now your face is there. This is what I'm talking about. And building a brand takes time, okay? Guys, it takes time. And the reason that most of us struggle with building a team is because we don't put enough time into the building of the brand. And the second thing is the building of the culture, okay? You're doing a developing and creating the type of culture that people want to be a part of. And this isn't part of today's call. Today was going to be more mindset, but I'm going to vamp on this a little bit if you all give me a yes in the box. If you don't want to hear this right now, then I ain't going to do it. But I'm going to get another drink because my drink's gone and my voice is about to go. Hold on. All right. Maybe go to decaf. Your culture is what you expect and what you tolerate. And if I had a nickel for every conversation I've had with people about, I just talked about the brand a little bit, but if you want people to stick around, if you want them to be attracted to you and stuff and your business, you've got to be intentional about building your culture. And what I mean by that is this. Do you have a culture? There's many aspects to your culture. I'm just going to camp on one here today. Chaos. I know most of you. I talk to hundreds of people every month. And time again, the number one complaint I hear from your teams, your employees, from you when you're honest with me, is that you have a business that is chaotic, okay? And we mask it by going, well, it's controlled chaos. No, it's still chaos, all right? And people, us, human beings, do not like chaos. That's why I'm beating the drum all the time about having clarity of where you're going in a business, having clarity around the non-negotiable values that you have in your business and for the people that you hire and how they're wired and who gets to be on your team. It's why I talk about having order, not so much clarity. Opposite of chaos is order. You have to have order around what it means to be a successful foreman in your business or be successful in your role, or where are we going next week, or what's the damn scope of work? Most of y'all are too lazy to type up scope of work. And you wonder why people don't stay with you, okay? 80-90% of the people that leave a position, they leave because the owner's okay? The owner is the problem. Their manager is the problem. The person directly responsible for them is the problem. It is not the money. They didn't leave for $1 more an hour. I don't care how many people tell you that. That's no different than the customers not hiring you and using the excuse you were more money than the other guy. No, the customer is just too chicken shit to tell you that you had bad breath or they didn't trust you, okay? And your employees are no different, okay? Guys, stop blowing this off. I'm telling you, this is the game changer for you and your business. If you want to turn things around and build your team, you have to be committed to order. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know if you guys saw, but I asked for a rock star post. I was like, I need a rock star example of some foremen who can share examples with me of somebody in their business that's a rock star foreman, and I gave very specific criteria. And I posted it in this group last week, And here a week later, as of I think last night when I looked, the only person who sent me anything was Jason Turpin, bragging about his people, and he had the data to back it up. Why? Because he doesn't have a business that's chaotic. Now, you might have a chaotic day here and there, but the general tone of his business is people know what they're doing, how they're measured, and where they're going in the company, how they're compensated, how they're graded, where they went wrong, because they committed to some of the things that we're talking about here. All right, so I'm done with my little rant here, but guys, I can't stress this enough, because this is almost to the point where it's getting ridiculous how many times I've had this conversation. But you're making this harder than it needs to be. Yes, I understand that our nation for 4.5 decades has been telling people, don't go into the trades, it's for losers, you can only be successful if you go to college and all that other shit. That has been the message going out. Then you combine that with advanced technology and comfort that we have in life, and kids grow up and go, why the I want to go out and get calluses and sweat and all that other stuff. Okay, I get all that is in play. And it's going to take years to turn that around in the world. Does that make sense? We're not going to turn that around overnight. Mike Rowe can only go out and do so many videos about bringing the trades back and all that other stuff. I can only do so many videos and podcasts about bringing respect back to the trades. We're fighting a battle that the other side has been building their side up for 4 decades. You can't control that, but what you can control is having some damn order and clarity in your business and having some organization. And that's why we're always preaching, make a 50% or better. There's many reasons, okay? Steve didn't just make this number up years ago. This is what we just lick our finger and, oh, what gross profit should we get? No, the higher your gross profit, the more money you have to invest into your business, into your people, and you're not running around doing twice as many jobs for the same amount of money. Okay? So guys, it starts with profit. You have to have profit, but then you got to get off your, all right? But listen, yes or no, not maybe, don't give me a maybe. Don't be wishy-washy in the middle. Give me a yes or a no. Do you have a non-negotiable weekly company meeting every single week? Don't type yet. Where you, unless you just don't. Where you go over the jobs that we just did, the jobs we just sold, the jobs we have coming up, and some training on how to make our team better. And are we rewarding our company for upselling? Are we patting Foreman on the back for hitting gross profit targets? This is what happens in a 40 to 45 minute meeting, mind you. Yes or no? What do we got? Nope, 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 nope. Mostly nopes, blah, blah, blah. All right, so guys, you are reaping what you're sowing right now. If you're having problems with your employees, it's your own damn fault, okay? Joshua, not when you hire, start it now, because you wear many different hats in your business, and that's the problem. We always wait, oh, when I have 5 guys in my company, okay, then I'll start doing this. No, if I'm working in the field, if I'm selling the jobs and doing the marketing, all right, I still need to have this meeting, because how you do anything is how you're going to do everything. Now is the best time. And I'm just picking on you, Josh, okay, because you just typed that you'll do it when you hire. You should be having those meetings right now. We have a company meeting every blah, 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 at such and such time where we go over this. And if it's just you. Or maybe you tap another guy on the shoulder in this group who's a one-man band, who doesn't have any employees, and you have a meeting together at the same time, and you report to each other. That's how important this is. Guys, I have seen this for years. I've worked with hundreds and hundreds of people, spoken to thousands of people at groups or workshops and all these other things for many, many years. And I will tell you right now, hands down, the people that kick the most don't blow off their meeting. And they have a structure to it. They don't let it run off in little squirrel tangents, okay? Everybody that comes in, and it's a commitment, takes some time to get there, okay? All right. And Sean, I get it. We have the best intentions, but it's bad follow through, right? Think of it this way. Hey, we're going to have a meeting tomorrow. Then tonight you get a phone call from a pissed off customer going, you need to get your out here and address this. And then what do? We throw the meeting aside, okay, for the urgent thing instead of the important thing. And I'm not saying the customer is not important, but think back to Stephen Covey, Successful Habits, 7 Highly Successful Habits, whatever the hell it was called, okay? We want to spend our time in the urgent and not important, not urgent box. Most of us are in the urgent quadrant with low importance, okay? So does that make sense, everybody? Brad, is it a non-negotiable if we move it to Monday by certain situations? Yeah, if you got to move the day a certain week because you're out of town, you're on vacation, you still have the meeting every week, right? Okay. There was somebody that I coach one-on-one. They were going on vacation, and I recommended. They're like, yeah, we're going to skip the meeting next week. I go, don't skip the meeting next week. Have the meeting. Okay. Either have your right-hand foreman or your foreman person run the meeting. Because guys, quite honestly, if somebody has the title foreman in their job description in your company and they can't run this meeting, they shouldn't be a foreman. They're not a foreman. They're a glorified laborer because you're doing everything for them and they're making big money. Okay, that's just my opinion on that. All right, whatever. A foreman's job is not to build. It's to manage the job, the client, the money, the safety of the job, train the crew, mentor the crew, think. It's not to build the. If they happen to build the, that's a bonus, okay? That's how you're gonna scale your business and get yourself out of this stuff. So anyway, I said, or if he can't run the meeting, then you do a 15-minute conference call. Go to freeconferencecall.com, get a free 800 number, have everyone call in, and you go over for 10 or 15 minutes while you're on vacation and tell them you love them and hang up. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna show them that this meeting is important. And over time, they're going to start buying into this. It's coming out of your mouth.